From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
All right, here's a look right now across our Lucky Star Sky Cam network. Just adding a couple more boxes here to what you just saw with the beautiful colors on the horizon for the sunrise on your Tuesday morning. Still a little bit of that dust in the low levels of the atmosphere. It looks a little hazy. Also gives you those vibrant colors. That's dust from the Saharan Desert in Africa being brought over by the trade winds. It happens all the time. There's also some smoke from the wildfires in Canada kind of lurking. So the air quality is not perfect. It's not awful across Oklahoma, but the air's pretty stagnant. We do have a gusty southwest wind in the low levels. You get up a few thousand feet, the air is not moving too much. Because of that, because of the heat dome, we're adding to our 90-degree day count and our 100-degree day count. If you're keeping track, we've been there twice to the triple digits. Got to 100 again yesterday at Will Rogers World Airport. 31 days we've been 90 and above. We are well below our average. We'll see what happens here over the last several weeks of summer. When you take out the temperatures from June 1st to July 31st over the past few years, an average, the highs, the lows, this is what we look at to kind of compare ourselves to the previous years in the summer months. You notice if you look at the highs and the lows averaged together, this year so far 79.3 degrees is where we are, nowhere near how hot we were for so far this summer. Last year was brutal, about the same over about 2019, 2020, 2021. You get back into the teens and it was much, much hotter. And our hottest summer on record was back in 2011. You'll all remember that. 86.7 degrees when you average the highs and the lows. It was wild. We're back to the triple digits again today. We're going to see sweltering conditions from Kansas across Oklahoma down into Texas. Heat advisories and excessive heat warnings. The dew points are higher today than they were yesterday for central and eastern Oklahoma. Heat index about 105 in OKC, could be up to 110 in eastern Oklahoma once again. Dry across the state. Now the storm track around the heat dome is bringing another complex of storms through Missouri. It's just a state away, but that's the difference between being under the heat dome and on the edge of the heat dome. It's flooding rain. Flash flood warnings are in effect off towards the east. The area has picked up almost 7 inches of rain in the last few days due to these morning complexes. You remember what that was like in the first couple weeks of August, or first couple weeks of July. That was Oklahoma. But Next Gen Live is bone dry. Skies are clear. It's 75 degrees. South winds are pretty light for your morning. It's 81 in Guthrie, 82 in Fairview, 80 in Stillwater, 78 in Ada. South winds, they're 5 to 15, some gusts to 20. And temperatures today climb right back up into the triple digits, 100 and beyond. 103 in Ponca City, 103 Enid, 103 in Ardmore, 106 in Hobart today. Very similar to yesterday. Zooming out, there's the heat dome. That's the bubble. There's all the moisture swirling around it. We're watching a couple of disturbances out over the Atlantic that could become a named storm, a tropical storm. We'll see, but does look to stay out over the Atlantic. And we do have Tropical Storm Dora now off the coast of Central America, off the coast of Mexico. That is going to be making its way out over the Pacific. Could become a Category 2 hurricane over the next few days. The tropics are heating up, but so far the way the jet stream is, they're dodging the United States. They're not moving this direction. As long as the heat dome is here, it keeps the steering winds pushing things out away from the Gulf of Mexico and away from the United States. The heat dome over Oklahoma, you know it's here. You step outside, it kind of hits you in the face. That's the heat dome. We do have a chance for rain and storms, though, as it breaks down and it pushes to the south. A cold front moves in. It moves in on your Sunday. North winds take hold. Stronger jet stream winds overhead brings us north winds at the surface, brings us a chance for rain and storms off and on. It will be some relief. You'll notice the difference. It's not here tonight. 70s and 80s. Chance of a scattered shower or storm in the Panhandle tonight and in the northwest. Tomorrow, back up into the triple digits. We'll have a better chance of rain tomorrow night into Thursday morning in the far northwest, and then we're dry in the afternoon. Highs once again ranging from 100 to 110. We're doing it again Friday and Saturday. The cold front moves in Sunday. 30% chance of rain and storms, and we'll have storm chances off and on next week with the cooler temps. Back to you guys.